it's normally the story that comes with that. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
What's going on, good people? Y'all know what time it is, man. We done pulled back up to it again. This is the Bottom of the Bottle show. The Hummmpday Happy Hour tap in. I'm one of your hosts, Jay Walker III. That's my co-host, Carolina Dirt. What's happening with you?
Man, you already know it's the official Hummmpday Happy Hour tap in. People's doing Hummmpday Happy Hour, but we the Hummmpday Happy Hour tap in.
Man, look, you got to find out what's going on in the world and in the culture and see what else, we can bring to the table. Well, this week right here, man, look, we always have special guests, man. Like I say, extraordinary people doing extraordinary things. Darren James-Brown Sr., the founder and editor-in-chief of Southern Plug magazine, formerly known as Carolina Hip Hop Culture magazine. Welcome to the platform, man. What's going on with you?
What's going? Not much, man. Just glad to be done with the Metro Musical Boys, man, and glad to be on the show with y'all guys, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. How did that go for y'all this year?
Oh, man, it was nothing but love, man. It was all the artists and everybody that was involved, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, all the performers to all the nominees and everybody. They came out to the city, even the ones that came all the way from Charleston, Greenville, Atlanta. They came and showed love, man. Nothing but I salute to all them, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Who was you surprised to see or surprised at they level of performance?
To be honest with you, man, the big dude.
Okay.
He a Southern Soul artist, man. He got that new song, Juke Joint Woman, man, where we was honoring his manager, DJ Not Not, and he was like, man, I want to perform. I'm like, oh man, any day. You know what I'm saying? You should have hit me about this earlier. You know what I'm saying? Any day, boy, you was out there on that Southern Soul circuit, you killing shit. Let's get it, baby. He got on that stage and he had my auntie mesmerized out there in the crowd.
Oh, his auntie mesmerized.
Right.
That's what it is, though, man.
Hell no. We got technical difficulties.
Oh, man, look. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen
when you at the bottom of the bottom.
There you go. There you go already. If you want to hit your camera, get your background together, take your time. There you go.
Hey, he threw his hand up. I didn't know what the hell he was doing. And then he played it off. He played it off real good. I like, what the fuck he doing? But I didn't want to say nothing.
Shit like
I
that.
I heard it coming down before I felt it.
Hey, now he act like, you talk to somebody while they taking a shit. Hey, yo, what you doing in there? That's what he sound like now.
That's crazy. But we gonna get this thing started, man. Look, way before we get into anything too deep, man, we always do what we call first call. It's 10 quick questions. Ain't no right or wrong answer, just how you feel in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of like a yes or no thing. Ain't no deep thought to the question or not. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go spicy or sweet.
Say that again.
It's gonna be either or questions. My first question is spicy or sweet?
Spicy.
Okay. Light or dark?
Definitely dark, baby. You see this?
Okay.
Right.
Favorite pair of shoes all time?
Say the question again.
Favorite pair of shoes all time?
Oh man, them shell toes Adidas, man.
Okay. Your favorite car that you have had or had access to in your life?
That Chrysler 300 Hemi about 2009.
Okay, you had the long one.
Right.
Okay, now that was the one that was sharp.
Right.
Like the
That shit.
little,
Hey, that motherfucker get you up the road too, buddy.
I know that shit, right? The baby Bentley was cool, but I had like the long one.
I told motherfucker, I said, listen, if you ain't got that Hemi, boy, you ain't got shit.
I
Take
ain't
that
had
shit
that
back
heavy
to the
seat. I'll
garage.
tell you that now. I ain't had no heavy.
Okay. My last question.
We weren't talking about you, Dirt.
My last question is, I'm gonna go back. You got your choice. You seen all the comic books, you seen all the movies and shit. If you had your choice of superpower, what would your superpower be?
It got to come from the movies.
And you can make up one if you can make up one.
I can just fuck any woman I want to.
But that's what that because is that mind control
It's mind control, yeah.
or
What they
or
call
the
that?
ability to read minds?
What's that called? What's that big word for mind control? Telepathy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the superpower I wish I had.
I ain't mad at that. That's my 5.
All right.
Right.
Classic question. What's the hardest word for you to pronounce? And telepathy is one. But what's the other hard word for you?
You can tell that shit right. I would tell you. I don't know, man. It's this one word I can't think of it right now, man. Every time I get ready to say it, I can't. Shit, sometimes Winsboro.
Damn.
And I'm from that motherfucker.
The tongue gonna do what it want to do.
Right.
All right. What's worse? Spelling bee or math competition?
Spelling bee. Definitely. I rock it out on some math, but I can say a lot of shit. I know a lot of shit. But how to spell that shit? I tell you, ask the girls I be texting, they be like, man, what is you saying? Bitch, you knew what I was trying to say.
All right. Hey, more embarrassing. Falling or running to a door?
Falling.
Man, I was at the grocery store today. The dude, he ran up on the sliding door too fast, and the slide door ain't slide.
He shook the whole frame to the building.
That's when you thought of that question?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I saw it today. I looked back,
I gotta ask Darren this shit later on.
Hey, bro, I heard the steps. He was running, and he got to that door, but that door wasn't sliding.
Right. Lord have mercy.
All right. What's worse, Crown or Hennessy?
Ooh, Crown probably, man. Because cognac can fuck you up, but that whiskey, that's a totally different story.
I like whiskey. I ain't no fan of Crown. They both equally disgusting to me.
Right. But as far as getting you fucked up,
yeah.
Depends on how you asking worse. If you asking which one tastes the best or which one is worse than getting worse. Because listen, now personally me, I'd rather Hennessy.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, we
got
any
Hennessy days is over.
Yeah, we gotta wait for a couple more years. You're gonna realize you done fucked up your life. And I guess my last question would be, you from Columbia? Around Columbia. Man, well, fuck that. I can't think.
Legendary places, legendary hangouts, the Rockin' Rooster, Liquids.
Nah, I got something else.
Oh,
give me your favorite Goodie Mob track.
My favorite Goodie Mob track, I'm gonna tell you, man. I've never really been a Goodie Mob fan. So my favorite Goodie Mob track would be the first Goodie Mob track that anybody think of, Peeping Out the Window.
Cell Therapy.
Right. That's gonna be my favorite one because that's really the only one I really know. I know a lot of CeeLo tracks.
Yeah.
Know a lot of Goodie Mob tracks.
All right, that was first call. Appreciate that.
No problem, man. You know, I'm in the hood, so
hey, styrofoam cup.
We drink out of styrofoam cups right here. Y'all got them nice, pretty glasses over there.
Oh no, I drink out the bottle most of the time on the show. I ain't gonna
Right.
lie. Straight from the
Ain't never
bottle.
over there.
I drink just straight liquor, no chase.
But
Right.
nah,
That's a lot of liquor.
it's
Right.
2022, man. Go revisit that album with some age on you. You'll feel
Right.
different. The shit
Right.
that you missed, that you didn't care about then, is still relevant now.
Right.
Yeah.
That album, that's the soul food album. So
And to be, yeah, I'd have been in conversations and stuff because I'm a real hip hop head, but I came up on the era of like I listen to conscious stuff like J. Cole, you know what I'm saying, Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying, Nas, Jay-Z. I mean, all the way back to the Godson album, all the way back to the you know what I'm saying, the Illmatic, Still Matter album. I just never came across. I don't know, at the time when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying, the 90s, early 2000s, like Southern hip hop had a ways to go. So even me being in the South, like it was like I was really still paying attention to everybody in New York and California. You understand what I'm saying?
well, I got a couple trips around the moon on you. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Um, as far as the history of hip hop starts, we know created starts in the Bronx, in New York. And
Right,
then it migrates all over New York. And then it goes to the West Coast. From the West Coast, it go back to the East a little bit. You bring in Houston. We always forget about Miami base. So it's probably New York, early West Coast, and Miami.
You forgot
right,
about
With
the Midwest. You forgot about the Midwest.
well, it go to the West, and you know Luke is
Yep.
before Drake.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So New
but you got to
York,
think about it. Rap A Lot Records was doing a lot of stuff in the Midwest too, now in Texas and Memphis and
absolutely. So that's like 88 to 88, 89. You know, the rap lots and all of that shit. I never got too much into the booty music, the Two Live Crew.
right,
But when you talk about hip hop, because I came from where niggas used to use words, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Outkast and Goodie Mob was one of the first Southern groups, besides, you know, Ghetto Boys, Big Mike, but Houston South ain't Carolina South or ain't Georgia South.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So Outkast and Goodie Mob is my entry into Southern MCs.
right. That's a lot of people entry into Southern MCs because they was the first
Right.
ones to actually get played.
For sure, for sure. But on to some other stuff, man. Before we get into, you know, your bag and your contributions to the culture, I just want your take on what's going on with Charleston White right now, cuz.
Man, I've been paying a little bit of attention to Charleston White. Yeah, I had a coworker that put me on Charleston White. I wasn't paying no attention.
Okay.
And from the little bit that I know about Charleston White, man, he's a glorified snitch.
Okay.
But
Okay.
some things he say, I don't get with, but I can understand. Like the neighborhood watch thing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm against snitching, you know what I'm saying? Because how I view snitching is different. That's like
Right.
the old lady that wants a piece and want her grandkids raised in peace down the
Right.
street from where they selling crack at the Bando house. She calling the
Right.
police every time something go. That ain't snitching.
That's not
No.
snitching.
That's her using the police how the police supposed to be used.
Right.
But now me and you selling drugs or me and you committing crimes together, and I get excuse me guys, I get caught doing whatever we was doing together, and then now I got to tell on you. That's snitching.
That's snitching.
But I think he's glorifying snitching, and in a culture where, man, that shit just not, because really the no snitching policy to me, it really came back into a time where, like before the Black Panthers, after the Black Panthers, when black people ran their own neighborhoods, we couldn't trust the police. We didn't attempt to trust the police. We handled everything in-house. We had
In-house.
our own police. That everybody had that one dude. That's like I was telling my friend the other day. I was like, man, I respect gentlemen gangsters. The gangster that when the old lady walking down the street and she's struggling with her bags, he gonna help her with her bags, get in the house. That old lady, like not little Johnny. Little Johnny, he's a sweet boy, but the whole time little Johnny blow your head off. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Smooth.
Like
Put his
that's what
cigarette
I
out
would
when
say.
she walked by, turn his music down, whatever the case.
Right, but nowadays people just doing stuff just for the sake of doing it, like just getting bodies just to say I got a body. I know dudes. I was working at Olive Garden with some dudes about a year or two ago. They was like in high school. One dude was like he can't wait to kill somebody so he can get that notch under his belt. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you, boy? You go mad?
What you gonna do with that? Like, do we know that
Like is that a
most killers,
resume point?
Yeah.
right? Like most killers ain't out on the street, cuz
Right.
they'll put us in jail for life for not killing a motherfucker with no evidence.
Right.
Y'all hear and this goes on the snitching thing, but MC8 was doing the video. He was doing the interview. MC8 was, and they asked him about the beef he had with what's his name? DJ Quick. He said one day they were talking about that, but then they brought in Suge. He like, you had any run in with Suge. He like, well, when me and DJ Quick had the little problem, MC8's grandmother and where what's his name from? Damn, Suge Knight from the neighborhood. The neighborhood, as far as blood neighborhood, and then MC8's crib. He said Suge walked up on him one day when he was at his grandmama's house with a whole bunch of dudes. And he said, I just wanted you to know ain't nothing gonna happen at your grandmama's house. She good.
Right.
Right. He just said it was that. So that's that gentleman gangster you was talking about.
Yeah.
That's your grandmama's house. So ain't nothing bad gonna happen over here. He said,
I don't know how to take that, cuz you didn't have to send the message that way.
Right. like nigga, you step off the porch, is your ass, nigga.
But that's from the top though. That's not some dude send you a message that you not know how to take neither. Think about that. Now, if he want to have his little pawn send you the message, you gonna be like, man, what did that nigga say? I want to know what he said. So he.
Right. I mean, I get it. It's different ways to send a message. Now, I brought up the Charleston White shit just because it's on fire right now. T.I. having a little issues with King, but we all that have been in social media, if you do got cable, if you watch T.I. and his family over on TV for the last few years, we all knew King was going to be the special one.
I thought he was going to be the gay one.
I didn't think he was going. If there was going to be a gay one, honestly, I thought it was going to be Domani.
Right.
Domani. But I always knew King was going to be the wild card.
Yeah,
right.
Right. He's going to be the one on the highway doing 120 miles an hour, smoking weed, standing out the sunroof, acting like I knew that when he was 10.
Right.
But because he is that now, Charleston White, who is like a broken clock, because he write twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Like
he only write twice a day.
There you go. He write twice a day. He killing his message. I get it. You want the community to be an honorable community. You want it to go back to where black folks kind of got along and did their own business and all of that, but you're not handling it the right way. Your message ain't being delivered the right way. Right. He done threatened to shoot King in the neck, a la Trayvon Martin. Why would you say that? Why would you put them two things together if you're supposed to be an activist and you here for the community?
Right.
Well, Charleston White said he against niggas. He ain't against black folk.
Right, but again,
but that's his science. But I'm saying that's his science. Like you going at it with a little kid, and like Charlamagne said on Breakfast Club, what grown man is not going to protect their child? Like it's different if you're going at a grown man, but you going at another man's child who the father done been locked up. The father has some street cred.
Right.
The father can push a button.
Right.
He can offer you for the price of a charger.
Right.
Then
a little bit less now.
And then it's enough other people threatening your life that if he do something, it's too many suspects.
Right.
Like, you gotta work with it. It's too many suspects now if something were to happen to you. And then you preaching all this white people this, white people that. Are they really gonna put enough resources in to find your killer?
Oh no, once he dead, it's over.
So what you trying to accomplish ain't what you accomplished. It's almost on
Right.
it's almost on the Kanye shit. You trying to use reverse psychology, but you looking bad within your culture.
Right, because one thing, what you're doing is you bow down to the white man, first of all. Like you, if they not gonna give you nothing, they gonna use you until they can't use you no more, and then they gonna spit you out like they've been doing with black people and black entertainers, black people with followers over centuries. Nobody's gonna care about you when you gone because now you got the blacks against you. They not gonna care about you, and you know them motherfuckers. I ain't gonna say the word, you know what I'm saying, but you know those Ritz ain't gonna care shit about you. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna care nothing about you when it's over. They don't care nothing about you when you living.
They don't.
He got his following. Like I said, every now and then I hear him, I'll be like, I feel what you're saying, bro.
But I'm glad you say he got his following because I think personally he's like Kanye. I'm glad you brought up Kanye. I think all the shit is just antics for a following.
It is.
Absolutely.
You heard what Kanye said today?
What'd he say?
Oh my goodness. So paparazzi roll up on him. Basically, I'm just giving you the shotgun version. Paparazzi
Right.
rolled up taking pictures. They trying to speak. He said, don't talk to me. And he went on this rant, said, don't talk to me, don't talk to nobody. He said, don't even talk to yourself.
Kanye said he run the paparazzi.
Bruh, it was so funny, but it was weird because I know he going through shit, but are we magnifying this shit just because he got a lot of money?
Right. And I think we are. And to be honest with you, it's not us that's magnifying it, bro.
It's not.
It's the mainstream media that's magnifying it because they don't care. Like black people, if you go back through history, like that's why they never cared about us doing music, and they always came and got us. First of all, they was gonna let us do music, entertainment, anything like that, and they was gonna win and they was gonna eat off of us because even back through slavery, it was always our job to be the court jester. Come and entertain us, boy. Oh, mama got it, and daddy got it. Oh, and that no more. That was always our job, like for real.
And that's what Charleston White sound like, just like what you did. If you do it, that's exactly how it sounds.
They just pull off being funny. Like he's a funny dude, but he don't know how dangerous his funny is.
But bro is a crip.
Is it?
Or he denounced crip, which that alone could get you killed. You know what I'm saying? Especially being where he from, like that alone could get you killed. Bruh is really a crip. Bruh is really a crip. And
he done had meetings with the Roller 60s, and he done talked the shit to them. He been on some fuck Nipsey shit to them to their face.
But he also
and nothing happened.
He done called
You know what I'm saying?
911. He said he done been on the phone with the police saying he's snitching on somebody.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right now, he's snitching on.
And all that shit just to stay relevant in the public eye because what do Charleston White got to offer? He gonna give us some hot tracks. You gonna hear on 97, Hot 97. He gonna be in the next big movie that's coming out on Paramount. No. So the only way to stay relevant and to keep the conversation about him is to get them pull all these antics and stuff like that. But he's a fucking sucker. He's a clown, bro.
Somebody is out here. Like I say, he got his fan group now. Because again, every now and then he say the right
Charleston White. Fuck Charleston White.
My thing is, I don't like the fact that he picking fights with a kid. I don't like the fact that he's throwing up Trayvon Martin's name in a fight that he picked with a kid. Now, you want to go back and forth with adults, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker want to pick at you back and forth, that's fine. I like the fact that you say he's speaking ugly facts. He is. The community has to be better, but he also has to fix his messaging. I don't know what he's fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be different if he speak all this shit and he actually fix some shit.
Right.
He didn't fix shit either.
Or if he don't if he say the right thing and then don't come back and say something so fucked up and against what he just said, that make you be like, man, I ain't paying that dude no attention, man.
It happens all the time. Like when he made Stubbs, you know, he made Soulja Boy like last week or last
He
month.
maced him.
He made Soulja Boy last month. Soulja
That's
Boy
a pussy shit. That's a bitch shit.
It is, but he made a good point. He was just like, but it's not a body. Like he didn't shoot somebody.
He didn't kill nobody.
Yeah, he didn't kill nobody. But he
Right.
made Soulja Boy and his homeboys. But if you watch like interviews he's on, 8, 9 times out of 10 is gonna be an ignorant episode. But that one part, he gonna say something that really do fucking make sense.
Right.
But you gotta get through all this. And people today, we ain't about to take time to weave through all that just to get to the point of this shit.
Because by the time we weave through all that, we don't give a fuck no more.
We don't give a fuck. And then it's like,
Right.
you lying to me. You lying
Right.
to me. You could have said this shit 45 minutes ago.
Right. I want to hear nothing you got to say now.
Yeah.
It's the Kevin Samuels shit on steroids. I think he literally saw how Kevin Samuels changed his popularity and skyrocketed and was like, you know what? I'm gonna be on the same ignorant shit. And
I got
again,
a question. What I
What's
like Kevin.
Kevin
What-
look, Kevin was what was Kevin is still needed. I hate that
Right.
that man passed away.
Right. I really think they should have did some more investigation until him passing away, because I don't think that shit was natural causes. And I really feel like you know what I'm saying, women been winning this game. I guess you could say this game of love, because like I seen a TikTok this morning that was like, boy, you know what I'm saying, you only as you know what I'm saying, you only as useful as you are, that's how much love you can get. So when you're not useful no more, you in the way. But a woman's
That's
supposed
what-
to be loved unconditionally. And I think that he was just teaching niggas to stop falling for that bullshit with these women, bro.
He was doing both. So if you, like I said, we
Yeah.
done talked about it before. If you go back to 2011, 12, Kevin Samuels been doing what he was doing. He started out with dudes, telling dudes that they was too fat to be the Playboy celebrity. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have enough money to be checking out the type of women that they wanted to be. Like, he started out doing that with men first. You know what I'm saying? So it only became super popular when he flipped it over to the women. You know what I'm saying? In the end, if you didn't do your research, it's a lot of people that's not gonna think very highly of that man. You know what I'm saying? Of Kevin Samuels. But if you did your research, you know what's going on.
I mean, it's a balance. Like you said, he went at it with the dudes, and then he switched over to the women. So I just feel like it's an even playing field. Because me and somebody had this conversation the other day. Like, we put too much stock. Like, men look at the physical looks, and the women look at the pockets. Now, the physical look of a man looking at a woman, after about a month or two, once you decide y'all together and settle down, each one of y'all gonna gain weight. Regardless, it happens. So if we start sharing our bills together, regardless, we're gonna have big shit that happen that take away our money. So shit gonna change.
Oh, looks is the last thing that you want to build your relationship on.
Yeah.
That's for certain. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like with Charleston White, I guess if that's his angle to getting something done, and I haven't seen what he's done, but a person in the comments that's saying protect Charleston White, what he's doing, his form of activism, what does it help?
Yeah. It's the
That's what I
mailman.
was wondering. That's the only question that I got for you.
Yeah, it's the mailman.
Tito, tell me what he did.
Yeah, Tito, we got to hear this. Hey,
besides, I get it. Talking crazy is bringing attention to it, but what has it fixed in any capacity?
I think if anything, it'd probably be something in his home. Like he's doing something that's international, but probably looking for something local to be done, which means everybody outside your town is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" the people in the town may see him.
I can tell.
Hey, zip on his ass.
Right. Say what now?
Zip on Tito ass.
Okay. No, like I said, like we talked about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels had groups of people. Kevin Samuels has put couples together that through his program they married. They got a successful, flourishing relationship. I know what good Kevin Samuels did. I don't know what good Charleston did.
No, and I think they're talking to two different demographics too. And Charleston
Absolutely.
did say that. And Charleston did say that he wanted to get the niggas that ain't got nothing, ain't going nowhere.
There you go.
You hit your bill cycle?
I have a phone went dead, man. That nigga said, "Is it your bill cycle? You got to pay your bill."
Hey, but Darren, let's get to the media because we just got to a deep conversation. We didn't even get to talk about you, because we were still gonna keep going. But
right,
go ahead and hit them up so we get to the meat of this.
I mean, it is what it is. So you the founder, editor-in-chief of Southern Plug E-Magazine, man. Where did you get the idea? How did you launch it? Give us the meat and potatoes of your come up.
All right, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I'm a graphic designer. I went to Benedict College for graphic design, studio art with a concentration in graphic design. So when I was sitting at home playing with Photoshop and PowerPoint and stuff, and for real, like I just decided to make a mock magazine. I was just making some shit just to make it. And it was called Carolina. I made a logo for it and everything, Carolina Hip Hop Culture Magazine. My uncle came in there and was like, that's dope. Is that for you or for somebody else? I was like, somebody else, because I never intended on putting it out. So when I put it out, you know what I'm saying, just as a mock, you know what I'm saying, so many people hit me up, man, I want to be in there, I want to be involved with that. I was like, man, I'm going to launch this Carolina Hip Hop Culture Magazine. At the time, I was still rapping and doing music. I wasn't even doing R&B then, because I still had come from being a preacher's kid, thinking singing was whack. Didn't know how much pussy I could get singing, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I ain't never got no pussy rapping, but I got a lot of pussy singing.
Okay.
Now that's what matters.
They got your food on that part. Like, but listen, so whatever. And end up putting it out, and putting out the mock cover or whatever. And was the people that end up signing up to be on the cover was South Star Entertainment out of Augusta, Georgia. And talking to they founder, TJ Turman, and talking to Hayes Carolina at Drumlords Media, Diane Columbia, they were like, man, you got to change the name. That shit gonna limit you. We've already seen that with the Niche Carolina magazine and everything like that is gonna limit you. Nobody from outside of Carolina's gonna want to be on that magazine because it looked like it's just for the Carolinas. So I was sitting at the library like, man, when I was talking to Hayes, I was sitting at the library, I was like, well, shit, that's the second person that told me I got to come up with another name. So I started coming up with names. I researched it. First name I thought about was Empire Magazine. That shit was hot on TV. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that shit dope. Let's see. So I already got an Empire Magazine. It's already trademarked and everything. So I just start coming up with catchy shit. I was thinking about, every time I came up with a name, I thought about what's old boy name? Roscoe Dash, because to me that name was so catchy.
Oh yeah.
Like every name I ever came up with for any brand was pretty much like two names. Like my rap name was Retro Blaze. I sat and I thought about Roscoe Dash. I was like, what can I come up with to be my name? Same thing with Southern Plug. So I was like, Southern Plug. So then I really researched it and everything, and I jumped out with Southern Plug August 15th, and it's been on ever since. We started doing award shows in 2018, started doing the Southern Plug Music Awards. And I just ran into Rennie last night. She didn't even know she had won New Artist of the Year in 2018. I got to send her trophies in a minute. Yeah, okay. I ran into her at my job at Sky Bistro. She came to see one of her partners she went to high school with. He's one of the investors in the club. Oh, Jay Diddy. Shout out to Jay Diddy ENT. And that's pretty much how I came up with the name, man. It came up with the brand, and I've been out here doing it ever since, man.
So what was the basis? Like, did you want to do the Source? Did you want to do like the Jet magazine? Like, what magazine?
I'm gonna tell you, man.
One that did it for you.
If you go back to my MySpace page, back when I was in like high school and college, even my people would ask me like, "Why you want to go to school for graphic design? What you gonna do with that?" I'm like, "Shit, I'm gonna go work for Vibe magazine." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna go be a graphic designer at Vibe magazine. Like, even I would always say that I'm gonna be a graphic designer for Vibe. I wanted to work for Source. I wanted to work for King, some of these black magazines and these hip hop magazines and stuff like that. And at the time, man, even the Jet, when I came out, the Jet had just turned. I noticed because I submitted one of the models that was in my magazine for Jet Beauty of the Week, and they was just now turning from they turned from digital for print to digital. Now they don't even put out a digital magazine; they just got the website. You know what I'm saying? So everything was changing. So the prospects of someone new wanting to put out a magazine, you know what I'm saying? Like it was slim. Like it was like, boy, what are you really doing? But it worked out for me, man. I thank God because it was definitely God, Allah Himself. Because I'm a Muslim, so I want to clarify that when I say God, who I'm talking about. Like, and because man, it was people now that show up to my war shows and that support the stuff that I'm doing, that's buying covers. Like they did not support what I was doing. They looked at me like, who is you to think that you're supposed to be in this 40/40 club? Yeah. One thing about the entertainment industry in South Carolina, especially when it comes to the radio, I learned this. I learned DJ Kryptonite, what's up, man? What's up, big dog? Listen, I learned this from Dick James out in Mississippi. He was like, man, South Carolina is really missing the mark because Carolina, period, North Carolina, South Carolina, they got the biggest radio market in the whole nation. But South Carolina yet have an artist to reach the level of, say, a Drake or even somebody, you know what I'm saying, somebody who maybe had a #1 album on the charts or a #1 record on the charts. There's only one person I know in South Carolina that topped the charts.
Yeah, Drew.
And it's even with Rue, because you know we from the same high school. He from Ridgeway, I'm from Greenbrier. So we from the same. How you doing, Michelle? We from the same high school, right? So like, even with Rue, he didn't top the Hot 100. The one, what you call Kenny Smith, is a piano player at a church in Columbia, still to this day. He done won. He'd been nominated for Grammys. He done won Stellar Awards. He's a gospel artist. He's the only artist I know. He was on top of Shirley Caesar and Kirk Franklin. He had the #8 album on the Billboard top 50 albums. He the only person I know from around here to ever do something like that.
Well, speaking of that, because we speak on a lot of artists in Columbia, Charleston, whatever. So we had Mugger Man. I don't know if you know Mugger Man out of Charleston.
Oh yeah, Plug Jr.
Oh, Plug, yeah. So we asked him about him. We asked him
about Collard Green. Collard Green didn't go. He didn't go like that. Rue made it farther than Collard Green.
Yeah. But Collard Green, I respect Collard Green. I'm gonna tell you how I met Collard Green. Collard Green came to my high school, Fairfield Central High. I think that's when he was introduced. No, because Little Rue was already out of high school or had already dropped out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came to the high school. He was looking for talent, and we had Hunter Records, and that's how I got introduced to Collard Green. I've been listening to Collard Green ever since. And Headhunter, salute to the boys out there, Headhunter Records, man. I fuck with them. Matter of fact, your boy was just at the award show. He presented Miss Trill with the award. He from up my way too, Mr. Flip.
Oh, Mr. Flip. Can I get this motherfucker
crunk? You're damn right.
Damn right. Yeah, nah, but we were talking about to Plug, and he said we asked him about the crabs in the barrel. And he said, how you say that shit?
It's that they basically use it the wrong way. Like if you put a bunch of crabs in the barrel, all they want to do is get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Crab get to the top, he gonna get free. He not staying there to keep nobody in the barrel. He want to get free.
Well, really, if they all just connect to each other, They can let all of
It'll
them
be
out.
easier. It'll be
Everybody
easier.
can get free. It's
So how
almost,
much?
and when you think about it, you say they want to get free. It's like slavery. Like they were so surprised at Harriet Tubman for doing what she did because niggas didn't do that shit. Like, nigga, you
That's
free.
dangerous. Right.
Yeah.
And not only did she came and got her family first, so they are like, okay, you're okay, that's exceptional, but people, you might come back and get your family. That bitch
Right.
kept coming back. I ain't mean calling no bitch, but she kept coming back to get people. Like, she ain't even kidding these folks. She just coming to get them. I got the freest men as I can. Like,
Yeah.
people didn't do that. That's not the mentality of a black person. And you know what I'm saying? I know they say what you call is not real, or Willie Lynch was not even a real person, but the technique that they used is very real because it's still being used to this day. Like a black person, like look at hip hop. Look at hip hop, man.
Take that shit down. Tito on one, cuz.
Look at look at hip hop, man. Right now, if you turn on WNOK in Columbia, 104.7, you can hear a song about love. You can still hear positivity. You can still hear people being friends. Nowadays, man, black music, because it's still race music. It's all about killing somebody, taking somebody's woman, disrespecting somebody. It's nothing about love. You can't even make a love record right now and top the charts. Even in R&B, you got to talk about sex.
Marcus Allen doing it.
You can't top the charts. You know what I'm saying? You can make the record, you can't top the charts. And that's what people don't understand is they programming the shit out you. Like, you don't like this shit because you like it. You like it because that's all you hear. If you don't go look for nothing else, you ain't gonna hear nothing else.
Right.
I always go look for something else, but Marcus Allen got some hot shit out there. So
I fuck with Marcus Allen. Shout out to my boy from Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah, he'll be on here in a couple of weeks. But what I want to say to you is, like, what people around here, as far as artists, appreciated what you was doing.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Can I keep it real with you?
Can
I keep it 100%? Nobody really appreciated what I was doing until the outside started appreciating what I was doing, and it started growing. And then they like, okay, I fuck with bro. But niggas really, I'm gonna tell you a story, and I don't want to talk about nobody, but I'm gonna have to talk about them. Like, when I first started, man, there was a couple magazines in South Carolina. I'm gonna give props. They gave me passes. The North Carolina magazine gave me passes to every South Carolina Music Award that came up since 2015, since I started Southern Plug. They rocked with Southern Plug. Shearer Bass and Marcus House always gave me pointers and stuff. That was the first time I met them at the Civic Center in Florence at the 2015 South Carolina Music Awards. She was like, yeah, I'm glad you changed the name because we did that. And I was like, damn, somebody told me that. Like, somebody, I just talked to Hayes, Carolina about that. She was like, yeah, we did that. And we tried to change it now. You know what I'm saying? She said, I'm glad you changed your name. But Get Your One magazine down there and what you call, they was not having no parts of me at first. Now they doing the movies. We all friends. I fuck with them. They was not with the competition. Who is this bum ass nigga think he finna come in and be a magazine? That's how they was. At the same time, Rad the Riches magazine got started a week after mine. Some of the people who was with Rad the Riches magazine, they came to my show. I went to their show even after the day after my show. They was on Facebook talking trash. Everybody want to be a magazine. I'm like, why is y'all hating on me for doing something, fulfilling my dreams? It ain't about you. I'm not doing this for you.
It's enough room.
It's enough room for everybody. Man, they actually came to me.
Yeah. It's enough room.
I mean, I don't know if y'all know Reza Rock. His wife was having she used to have these industry mixers every month at her store, at her beauty bar on Park Lane in Columbia. So I would go to him because I fuck with Reza, and then I fuck with his wife, you know what I'm saying? And anytime I got a chance to go and network with some artists and network with other people, you know what I'm saying, as in the entertainment industry, I'm gonna go. So I seen him out there at one, And you know, so I was struggling to grow Southern Plug and everything. They actually came to me, Rad the Riches. At this time, Hayes Carolina is working with them. They looking at me like I'm a joke. They like, man, why won't you just put Southern Plug on pause and come work for Rad the Riches? I just want to say, where the fuck is Rad the Riches? Where?
Now,
I ain't never get to say that because I try to be so positive and there. But where the fuck is Rad the Riches magazine today? I respect VA the Boss chick. She was one of the biggest, you know what I'm saying, funders behind Rad the Riches, but the people that ran it, they were so negative. Where the fuck are y'all today?
As soon as they said, once you shut it down and come work for us, that was a point of weakness. That was a big weakness right there.
Right. Because apparently there's something I got you don't that you need.
Dead ass.
Right.
So
dead ass.
So tell us about some of the categories you got for the people that don't know about the magazine and awards show. So just break down some of the categories you got for the awards.
When it comes to the Metro Music Awards, we only got like 20 categories, and a lot of them are categories from the Southern Plug, like female hip hop artist of the year, male hip hop artist of the year, model of the year. Shout out to China Krista. I was just talking to her today. She won model of the year last Sunday. We got to meet up so she can get her trophy. She didn't even know she won until I wrote her about getting her trophy.
Really telling nobody about that trophy. Her really? Boy, you shooting low.
Right. We got I forget. We got at the Southern Plug, we got producer of the year. We got video director of the year. We got indie film / web series of the year. So we pretty much try to show love to everybody who out here grinding in entertainment on an independent platform, trying to get to where they're going. Like I said, when I did my Hollow Art award show, we gonna let you know why you coming up before you get to the Grammys, before you get to the BET Awards, before you get to the VMAs, that we appreciate you. And that, because a lot of times, man, when I won magazine of the year, you know what I'm saying, at the South Carolina Music Awards in 2019, I was ready to quit. Like, man, these people ain't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? These people don't rock with me, and then I'm trying to do. And I'm really trying to do what I'm doing to elevate the whole culture. You know what I'm saying? And they really don't fuck with nothing I got going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm a quit. And when I won that award unexpectedly, man, I swear to God, that was all it took for me to keep going. So that's why I keep the award shows going, because like right now, I don't even want a monopoly, but there's like the only other award shows really in South Carolina that's really pumping is the South Carolina DJ Awards, and it's strictly for DJs. The artists really don't have nothing else to tie into or anything like that. I'm trying to get Geechee One to come back with their awards. I wish South Carolina Underground would have never quit a year ago. I want Kiki to come back with her awards so that we can, you know what I'm saying, we can elevate the culture. Because I'm not about trying to be the number one, because I don't feel good if I'm the only one and I'm saying I'm the best. If I'm the best, then I should be having somebody that's the least. You know what I'm saying? But if nobody to compete against, you know what I'm saying, then of course I'm the best.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
We done had Best in the Solar System come through, you know, Hollow Art.
I used to be an artist up on the Best in the Solar System when they first started.
Yeah, we had them come through.
DJ Surplus.
Yeah.
My man Steve Cherokee.
Steve Cherokee, his wife Panessa. Yeah, they all done bless us. Chris Mohead, Savage.
Yeah.
He done been on here. Like I said, we messed with Plug in Charleston. Our platform is for the networking. It's for the networking part. Like when they say South Carolina and people can't come together, this platform, we try to allow people to come together. Like it ain't got to be the crabs in the like the person at the beginning of this track called a Dempsey on the beat. He out of North Carolina. He out of North Carolina, but he got affiliates in South Carolina. Like we trying to link everything together, man. We trying to do what you do on a magazine, just on the podcast.
And then come from that, and then come for the Podcast of the Year award. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we got that too. Matter of fact.
Hey, we ain't got that. So you got it, but we ain't got it. So we figured we should get it.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
We go, hey man, and I want to put some information information out there for the people, man. Because I've been, so anytime you're doing award shows or anytime you're doing anything where there's gonna be winners and losers, there's gonna be some saltiness. Like there's another podcast, there's another people that's on a podcast. I was on Facebook jail. I got put in Facebook jail the day of my show, like 5 o'clock that morning. So I ain't been seeing a lot that's been going on, but people been bringing it to me. And this podcast actually was talking trash about people that they thought should have won, way they thought the show should have been ran and stuff. And then I had to actually cut the person off, and it blew their mind. I was like, bro, I invited them out there to do their podcast at the show and asked them a specific question. How can I do it? Like, is it gonna take any money? What do I need to do in order to get y'all out there to do y'all podcast? And y'all can interview the winners and the participants and the attendees at the Metro Music Awards. They didn't even respond to me, but as soon as they see that people winning and that people getting shine, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the people that they necessarily want. They can use their big ass platform to try to kill something that we got going on. I'm like, that's whack to me, bro.
Hey, bro,
That's
next.
Whack as hell.
We next. You could have got us to do it if you would have answered your email back in January.
Don't do that. Don't shoot up the club and then ask them for some shit.
Man, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I be so busy, man. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I be chefing too, and then I be so busy, man, with Southern Plug, man. Some stuff be going over my head, and then some like this. I caught it just when I was slowing down. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I need that. And it was right around the time I was like, bro, I need to go on a press run. You know what I'm saying? And grow what we got going on and let the people know that's attached to these different podcasts and these different talk shows and stuff. Make them my fans as well.
I want to ask you, what does the future look like? Like
man,
next 2-3
I don't know.
years?
I don't know what it's looking like, but it's looking bright. The fact that Messiah Jones stopped me on the red carpet and was like, bro, I would really. People like that's got prominent businesses like V12 Studios and stuff, and that's actually like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do now. I haven't been before, and I was listening to the naysayers and what they had to say, and that allowed me not to want to get involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be involved. I'll put money behind it. I just think that if you buy into what we doing, bro, it ain't gonna do nothing but help the culture. Because I'm not looking to get rich off everybody. I get my ass up every day besides the day because I was off. And I go my ass to work. I'm not looking to get rich off nobody. I remember back when some of these other award shows was going on, I would actually want to perform. I get on there and find out that just to perform one song is $225. I'm like, I'm not going to pay that shit, man. Fuck them.
For 3 minutes.
I'm not busting people across the head like that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that the whatever money that we are generating goes into the show to make sure that the show is grand and it gets better and better every time. I ain't trying to get rich off y'all, man. Period.
So when the open dates for next year? When's the nomination start?
Nominations we haven't really put out the open dates, but I know personally that nominations gonna start in November. And just let you know, nominations just to kill the buzz, because we got a lot of people spam voting. A lot of people sitting at the computer voting for themselves 1,000 times, and we see it and we know what's going on. And a lot of other people know that's got to be what's going on because a lot of people following ain't as big as the nominations that they got. You know what I'm saying? So what we doing, we basing this off analytics. So the next award show is gonna be the Southern Plug Music Awards gonna be in the spring of next year. It's usually March, but it might be March, April, depends on what venue we book. We're trying to get bigger every year. I'm trying to see if we can get the township. I know that's gonna cost some money. I know that's gonna cost some money.
Ain't nobody performing there but Ghost right now.
Right. He told nobody performing there but Ghost right now. But yeah, man. So it's gonna be based off of analytics. So when you go on the ballot, you ain't gonna be able to sit there and vote. It ain't gonna make no difference whether you vote for an artist 1,000 times because it's not gonna be based off that. We're gonna have a board of people who actually qualify to do what they do, different engineers, different DJs, radio professionals and stuff. You gonna actually artists actually go on the ballot, put in a Spotify link, put in a YouTube link, put in all their links and everything. And the board is gonna go over and see who deserved these awards.
For sure.
And that's how it's gonna be. And now they can't come back to me and act like I just gave a person an award because I fuck with them. Because half the people winning awards, I don't even talk to it till it's time for an award. You know what I'm saying? Till time for award season. I don't give people awards because I fuck with them.
We just trying to get nominated. That's it.
Right. Oh, bro. You can rest assured, bro. I'll be sharing all that information with you guys, man. And I respect you guys' platform, bro. Bro, this is the most fun I've had on the interview, boy, ever. Swear to God.
Hey, you see what Crip said? Crip said township ain't that expensive.
Right. Word. Man, Crip, we get together, man. So you can share some of this knowledge with me, man.
Now, Crip our dog, Crip our brother, we fuck with Crip a lot.
I actually met him. I met him about maybe I want to say maybe a month ago at the South Carolina DJ Awards.
Yeah.
I got his number in my phone right now. I was like, I went up to him because I remember, man, when I was down there in Low Country, I forget what station he was on. I was in Wilmington, North Carolina, and whatnot, and I used to hear him. Boy, that 5 o'clock with Kryptonite, boy. That 5 o'clock mix, boy, that shit had you thinking about when you and grandma used to dance on the porch. That shit used to be pumping, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, he had played man, he be doing it good, bro. He played Akinelli Put in Your Mouth before. He done played Ghetto
everything
before. Hey, Crip be, hey man. My hashtag for him is always Crip Mix Serious. That's my hashtag. Crip Mix Serious. He be going in, bro.
Yeah, he go in, bro. I fuck with old DJ Kryptonite, man.
Yeah.
Man, look, I appreciate what you're doing. It take a special kind of individual to create a platform to show gratitude to people that they don't have to show gratitude to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me, to you, that's a big salute based on you just wanting to do that, period. And then the way that you care about the product and trying to improve the product, man, that's next level shit, man. That's just what we trying to do here. We try to not have a format. We this week we on some hip hop shit. Next week we might be on some farming shit, you know.
Right.
But we want to put, you know, our ordinary black folks that you might not know in the street and show you just how dope they are, man. You know,
Right.
We don't know how dope the next person is because we don't get a chance to sit down and talk to them. And that's what this is about.
Right.
Yeah, we actually did credit, lines of credit. We had somebody come in and teach you about credit last week. We got you in here now, and then Friday night we doing an episode on taxes. Like we touch everything, man. We had a real live black cowboy. I'm gonna wrestle down a horse, be as a guest.
Yeah, I ain't had DJ not as a guest, ain't it? That nigga be dressed like a cowboy.
I've been looking for him. I didn't know what he went by. I've been looking for him though.
Right.
Yeah, like we done have Venom on here a couple times. Like
he bang bang on his name on Facebook is Bang Bang. DJ not bang bang where the cash at. It's just bang bang on Facebook.
Sound like he got snow butters back there.
Right. Boy,
shout out to Cosign Podcast and Venom Vixen as well.
Right. Man, I'm gonna tell you about Cosign Podcast, man. After the Southern Plug Music Awards, my co-producer of the Southern Plug Music Awards, Diamond Hunters, she ran into Venom. Venom's like, man, I would love to get you and Darren on the show. So linked it up, everything like that. I end up asking, could I bring one of the winners as a guest on the show? So we ended up choosing Panessa.
Okay.
Man, how about, man, my wife, my sister did my engagement pictures, my ex-fiance, because that bitch is gone. But she scheduled the damn interview. I mean the engagement pictures on the same day, and I end up missing the shit. So
that's one Panessa did by herself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I ended up missing the whole thing.
Man, Venom cool. I had talked to Venom. Actually, I talked to Venom earlier today, and we was brainstorming and networking.
Right.
So, And then she'll be back in a couple weeks. Hopefully, she'll be back on our platform in a couple weeks.
Word, yeah, I fuck with Venom. I remember when she brought she brought Black Ink Crew to town to Palace 2. And I was just starting Southern Plug. She had me media pass at the door, and I had more than my media person. I had my wife, at the time I was married, I had my wife friends, everything. You know what I'm saying? I had everybody with me. She let us all in for free. She linked me up with LeVar, the guy that got shot on
Oh yeah,
on
the Shell
Broad
Station
River.
on Broad River. I used to
Yeah,
work with
she
LeVar.
linked me up with him. I did an interview with him for my first magazine and everything like that. Had me all in the pictures with Caesar, like yeah, we had a good. I fuck with Venom, man. And that's one thing I tell people, man. Like I don't be boosting myself, but I remember people when they show love to me, bro.
Yeah.
When they show love to
Venom
me, bro.
Venom
Venom
is an
a cool
institution
ass.
here, man. In this
She
area,
could have been like, nigga, I'm on the radio. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But she
right?
actually gave me actual conversation. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Venom.
Yeah.
Indeed.
She like I said,
Right.
she cool. We were chopping it up, and they got obviously the cosign, and I was just pitching some ideas off her, and we ended up talking and chopping it up, and it was just dope. It was just dope.
Yeah.
Well, this hour go by pretty quick, man. We try to keep it right around an hour, a little more, a little less, man. But this is the last call, man. Bartender said we got to get on, cuz. So
Right.
yeah, in this moment right here, just go ahead and talk to the people, man. Let them know where they can find your links. Check the magazine. Check on, new award shows, dates, nominations, whatever you want to tell them.
Talk that shit
All
to
right,
the
man.
people that didn't help you.
Right. All right, man. Man, first of all, what I want to tell you, man, is nomination for the Southern Plug Music Awards is coming up in November. The show will be about spring. You'll be able to check my Facebook at Darren Southern Plug Brown. But I'm gonna tell you, check the Southern Plug Music Awards page, because we finna get out of using my personal page for Southern Plug business and trying to drive some traffic into the Southern Plug e-magazine page and the Southern Plug Music Awards page. So be looking out on there. Be looking out on Instagram at Southern Plug Mag, and for all our information, and we're gonna be sharing all the stuff and making sure that all the artists know and all the entertainers know how they can get nominated. You can find us on You can find our magazine. Our most recent magazine is features J. Chris Style from Memphis on the cover. You can find that and all our other magazines on madcloud.com. Just go in on madcloud.com, hit the search button, and search Southern Plug Magazine. You can find us on jewmag.com. That's the same thing. And you can find us on issue.com. I think that's ISSUU.com. And that's it, man. You can come plug in with Southern Plug, man. We doing some great things, man. We would love to. We like models and everything. Like the models I be using, man, they don't be the models that everybody know about. And nowadays I be using models that I just seen on Instagram and thought she was cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, come on, do the magazine. I ain't trying to holler at you. I ain't trying to get all in your bikini. You know what I'm saying? Come do the magazine. So everybody just plug in, man. We're gonna take this thing to the roof.
I like that, man. We appreciate that. Look, Carolina, man, what you got for the people?
Networking superpower. This is a prime example. I hit this man up back in January, and he hit me back up recently. Ain't no love lost. I said, hey, when can you get on? And we negotiated a date, and he hit. It was a dope episode. We definitely got to bring you back, bro. Like, I think that the episode got so real, like we kind of lost why you came on, talking about your shit. But
right.
Networking is a superpower, man. And evolution, you got to evolve, man. You can be the same person you were and kick with the same people you were kicking with. But if y'all ain't got the same objectives, then that's the problem.
Right.
So evolve, get out, man, get out your comfort zone. Somebody said, a rich man said, if you the richest in your circle, then you really need to look at your circle.
Right.
The smartest in your circle.
Well, they said the rich one too. They said, because you ain't got no drive to make more money when you the richest in your circle. But when you're in your circle and you got real people and somebody's good at this and somebody good at it, you always got a chance to learn something. So that's where I get my superpowers from having a chance to learn something from each person I kick it with, and each guest that come on here, each viewer that watches shit. I just want to say we appreciate y'all from watching. We got more to
Appreciate
come.
y'all for having me, man.
This is, and I'm gonna keep saying this. This is episode 140 since 2021. Like, we've been banging them bitches out every week. We've been banging them bitches out. We
Salute to the bottom of the back.
I like
There
that.
you go.
I like that.
Right.
I like that. But I
Episode,
appreciate
y'all. When y'all get to episode 200, y'all to have a big ass celebration on this motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Like the Wendy Williams show or some shit. Y'all need to have a big ass celebration.
It's a
We gonna do
celebration,
that,
bitches.
man. We're gonna have a little open forum for the people, man, for the people that supported us. We just gonna do a show one day where everybody can come in and kind of say how they ran across us or whatever the case may be. And we want to celebrate other people too, man. That's what the platform has always been for, is to show Black excellence. We in a new renaissance right now. I think Black people are not the cliche woke that we talk about being, but more of us are awakening, have been in the past, and don't let the little ignorant situations that they might magnify and multiply make that the just cause for the entire culture, man. Look, a lot of us are doing better than we've been doing. A lot of us are striving to reach new levels, and that's what we need to focus on, man. We appreciate Darren Brown of Southern Plug Magazine for coming out, man. We appreciate you for, like I said, just taking the time to show your gratitude to people that don't necessarily get that. You do that of your own free will, and there's nothing like that, man. But this is the bottom of the bottle. I'm Jay Walker III. That's Carolina Dirt 803. And this has been another episode, man. Look, y'all like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Hold on, Darren, as we go out, man. Just hold on. We'll be in the backstage in a minute, man. But y'all be easy until the next time, all right? We go.
Got it.
Easy.